Hey, what's up, everyone? It's the friend in your ear, DJ here. I am a content creator, an actor, poet, director, playwright, a lot of things, a lot of slashes, podcaster, all those things, right? Um, you can find me at DJSJ614 on Instagram and Twitter. I do the things that I do because I love them. I originally started out acting and doing poetry, and then it branched off as I grew in my artistry into all these other things. Yeah, the current projects that I'm working on are the New York Dose Always, which is one of my podcasts constantly. I'm also working on a comic poetry book. And I am also just always creating for things on YouTube and other things like that. So it's lots of things in the pot. And yeah.
I don't know if you saw the article, but the Pentagon has released an article or has created a task force about the unidentified aerial phenomenon. So there is an unidentified aerial phenomenon task force. Um,
So, was this in response to the UFO that they admitted to hovering above the sky a couple of weeks ago?
yes, I believe so. And I mean, so apparent, and also what it seems like they released is that they have acknowledged that we have pieces of vehicle equipment that we don't know where they come from, where it is unidentified. So literally a UFO in all of its sense, but they have admitted that there's
Yeah,
stuff that we don't know what it's about. Where do you stand on it? Where do
very
you UFOs?
interesting.
Where do you stand on the aliens? Does it matter? Is it important right now?
So, okay, doesn't matter. I think it matters in the grand scheme of things, like just in the sense of us stretching beyond Earth, if that makes sense. Like Elon Musk is on this bloodthirsty path to Mars for some reason. For some reason.
Are you
And,
against that? You're not with it?
oh no, no, no! I'm totally with it, but I'm also that it's also very sus that it's all happening very quickly right now, and it's such like a driving force. You know what I mean? Like, what is actually going on that we now feel like we definitely need to inhabit Mars? Like, what is going on Earth that you know what I'm saying? Like, is the crumbling? Are we like about to implode in 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's like very sus that they're keeping. I feel like it's very sus, and I also feel like they are withholding a lot of information. I'm rightfully so because they probably don't know what the fuck is going on either. But so my thought is, it is. I think it is important. Um, is it important right now? I don't have the information to, clearly solidify that. However, with all the things that's already happening on Earth, this does seem like a little bit of a distraction. Um, just given again all the things that are happening on Earth, it's like, all right, if we're not about to implode in 2 years, then I think that we can kind of stretch out the whole like let's investigate the UFOs and Mars and etc. because there's a lot of things on the whole. It's that same theory about taking care of the backyard before mowing the neighbor's lawn. Um, so there's that. Spiritually, um, I'm with all of this. I feel it. I have always felt like in my lifetime that there were going to be, like just cures or like ways around death. I feel like us getting to Mars might extend our lifespan for some reason. I don't have the science behind that. I just feel like it's a thing. I'm totally all about going to other planets. I love watching Interstellar. I don't know if you saw that movie, but it's a very fantastic
Oh,
movie. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, Interstellar was so. Um, So yeah, just like all like literally Interstellar was like all the things that like I believed like on my own. And yeah, so I'm with it spiritually, but there's a lot happening right now on Earth culturally and politically that I feel like we need to really focus on, unless we are about to implode in 2 years.
Well, you know that they say that the one thing that is going to unite us all is the aliens coming, right? Like that's the one thing that's going to stop all nuclear war. I was watching The Watchmen the other day, and you know that's like the big thing at the end.
Ooh.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's about world peace.
Okay, I can totally see that. Um, and it's so interesting because when we think about it in the terms of world peace, I feel like other people have been thinking about it as and like when the aliens come, we will all turn our attention on them because now they will be like the very externally different species and we'll be able to focus on us as like a human race and it'll be like us versus them. Whereas I am looking at it in the regards that them being an actual, like external species coming here will make us all finally realize that we all are the human race and keep it cordial. It's like, okay, race really does not, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like we're going to really focus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I think it will bring world peace in the sense that like, they will be peaceful as well and we will just all wake up versus it'll unite us in violence,
So I was walking down the street the other day, actually yesterday, and I was maybe subconsciously knowing that I wanted to have this conversation with you. I was thinking about the truth, right? Like the truth of the universe. And part of me, and I don't think it's something that's never been thought of before, wonders like, is it that the depth and the perception of the knowledge that we can have is only up to a certain extent. So what we understand can only reach a certain extent based on where we are and what we are. So not even where we are in time, but what we are. And then my thought was, all right, so take like a ladybug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take a ladybug in, not even in the forest, not even in the jungle, in like a little garden in front of a building.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like one of those little square 4x4 gardens. And you take a ladybug in that, and that ladybug is born there, it survives there. That is the universe that it knows. It might understand the sidewalk, it might understand the street, it might even understand the building. But if you try to take that ladybug and you try to explain the Amazon jungle to it, like it is so beyond it. Brooklyn is far for that ladybug if this ladybug is in the Bronx. Yes. This ladybug would never be able to understand the capacity. It would never live long enough to get to the Amazon jungle, to get to a place that is exponentially bigger than all it's ever known.
Yeah.
And maybe we're the same way. And maybe that's what keeps us living and keeps us as part of this ecosystem that we are part of. Yeah. There's only a depth that we'll never know, because we'll never be able to travel all of the light years in the world, because that is not our place in all of this. And maybe our wondering, maybe all of this is just us trying to figure it out. So maybe the aliens are just a snail, are another species, or maybe the aliens are squirrels, that they don't live in our little garden, they live in the trees.
Right.
They're foreign to us and we're like terrified of them, but they are also just a bigger part of this thing and neither of us can really see the whole bigger picture. Is that insane?
I agree. I've had similar to this before where like if I am like on vacation, let's say in like, I don't know, like Costa Rica and like see like a little like ant, I'm like, wow, this ant will never travel to America. Like it doesn't even know what America is. It just doesn't. It can't even fathom. Like I've definitely had the thoughts before about insects and things like that. Or like if like I think like one time like a bee got trapped in my car while I was driving, and it didn't get out of my car until like I was like in another borough. I was like, yo, this bee will have no way of knowing how to get back home. Like I just you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. So I love this metaphor for you know, it being us in our little garden and the aliens being the people in the trees, maybe just a little closer to God, and they have like a bigger picture of the puzzle, you know what I mean? But they also don't have the complete puzzle because maybe to their trees there's another species that's in the sky, you know, like flying above them, and you know, so yeah, I definitely love that theory. I subscribe to it. It's just very interesting. Because like you said, we can only ponder and fathom because maybe in our lifetime at least we won't be able to travel all of the light years, or will we? Or will we? You know?
Yeah.
For now, no, we can't. But I don't know. They're talking about, you know, you also got Elon. He's creating this this Neuralink thing. They're starting to
I'm
figure
on
out.
board.
I'm with it. Yeah, they're starting to figure out how to like put our conscious and other objects, and you know what I mean. So we might really be able to go on living forever.
They talk about how from like the year, like if you go from like the year 1700 to the year 1800, probably like the lifespan of a, let's say an average male was probably like 32, 33 years old. Then if
Yeah,
you go from the year 1800 to the 1900, the biggest thing that we did with technology was increase the lifespan because it went from being that to being probably 70 something years old, like more than doubled what the human capacity of life can be. So what will we do from the year 1900 to the year 2000? Like we created the internet. Now we have put our lives and we've put our consciousness in these avatars and these digital things. What will the year, 2000 to 2100 bring us? What will it bring us between 2000 and 2200? Nuts.
I'm just really hoping that I'm here for dive MMO RPGs. You know, just like being in the game, like literally in the game, just like putting on a little cerebral helmet and just like flowing into the circuits and being surrounded by, you know, like the environment and everything. Like imagine playing GTA like that, like Grand Theft Auto dive MMO RPG style. Like
They imagine murdering and robbing
that's
people.
exactly
I mean, you
getting
can do
it.
it. You can do it.
But you know what I mean? Because I
Stopping you.
feel like something like that, right? For me, growing up was such a stress reliever, so that I didn't actually go out there in the world and do it. You know, it was nice to just kidnap a couple of hookers in the back of my wagon, put on the flying car cheat code, going up into the sky, and then drop them all out. You know, I feel like it would. I feel like it would decrease crime. You know, like if you could just kind of like Westworld. You know, that is the whole point of the Westworld Park, is to exercise these sinful practices so that you don't actually go out into the real world and do them, you know? So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
You're
Decrease
on board.
crime. I'm on board. I'm with it. We need it.